Now, as I have already shown you the drum machine in a sense of a sampler, like a Rompler drum machine that plays actual samples, like the drum rack from, Ableton Live. There are drum machines, there are synthesizers actually. So they include, like this one, they include the synthesizer for each one of the sounds they produce, and they are specifically made to produce these drum sounds, so to synthesize these drum sounds. Now, this one is an emulation of a TR-909, a famous Roland drum machine. It tries to emulate that, analog sound of the TR-909 as faithfully as possible. Also, it does have some options in here that you do not have in the regular drum machine, like an added reverb and a compressor. You have the lo-fi mode. So many of the things that are in here are not really available in the original one, but you can also use these. So a long time ago, this is how you would, synthesize sounds. You had specialized synthesizers called drum machines, and they made drum sounds for you. Now, when these came out, like as hardware a long time ago, it really made a revolution because, recording a drummer and recording drums requires a lot of, technicality. So a lot of microphones, a really good drummer, in the first place, really good drums, really good room to record those drums in. So if, let's say, you were a musician and you wanted to, compose some music and then record it, if you didn't play drums and if you didn't have a room with the drums in it, with all the microphones needed to record it, it was really expensive and, time-consuming to get some drums on a track. But, having drum machines like this, and let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to make a new... So you see, I have all of these drums like a kick drum. So we said always on the downbeat. Copy that. Let's see. So we have all of these sounds right there in the drum machine. Let's try out for more. We have a clap. Nice. So you can play with these also. Let me show you some of the controls that are in there. As I've said, not all of these controls were actually present in the original one. Let's see, just like this. So for the bass drum, we have the tune. So let's listen only to that bass drum. So we had some tune, we had panning, we even have different outputs out of this drum machine that we can route into different channels so that we can mix up to 4 different outputs. We have a compressor already integrated. Soft or hard, normal or parallel compression. We have some, reverb with different reverb rooms right here. So you have drum machines just like this that actually synthesize sounds for each one of these drum hits. Now you also have drum machines that actually accept samples, and they just replay samples just like the ones that I've shown you and that we used to import into our drum rack. Now in the next lesson, I'm going to show you more complex drum machines that actually have samplers inside that are a sampler, a complex sampler, but they also have a step sequencer.